this.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today on Deja Vu, it's going to be Rich and Bisu. That kind of rhymes. Top right, it's going to be our guy Bisu. Bottom left, it's going to be Rich. Alright, kids, so we got a PvP here for you. I had a TBT a couple of weeks ago with Flash. That was a lot of fun. A lot of Valkyries, Wraiths, Battle Cruisers. A lot of Sky Terran versus Sky Terran. There were some tanks as well, but man, it was incredible TBT. If you want to link to it, let me know. It was Flash versus Buell. And this is going to be Bisu versus Rich. So again, kind of the same thing, right? A really established Protoss player, best Protoss player ever, Bisu, against Rich, who's kind of an up-and-coming player, kind of a younger dude, been around for a bit of a time now, but still trying to find his place in the world of StarCraft and make his mark. And beating Bisu is a step towards that goal. So I like PvP just because we get a lot of stuff. We get Reaver drops, we get Psystorm all over the place, Storm drops, Storm during engagements. We get things like DTs, making a big difference inside of mineral lines and in battles as well. So it's a good matchup. We don't get carriers in this matchup, but I think that's because Dragoons and Scouts exist. And Stasis and making carriers against a good Protoss player is just a good way to die. But, you know, a lot of other stuff, a lot of other Tier 3 stuff is available, which makes it a better matchup than ZVZ. Yeah, like ZVZ, 99.9% of ZVZs do not get to Hive Tech, and that makes them, boring, right? It's Lings, it's Mutas, maybe somebody makes some Hydras, maybe Lurkers, but that's about it. Just the diversity of units in ZVZ is bad. Anyway, a lot more in Protoss versus Protoss. Both players getting gates, both players getting that gas. That is a mirrored production tab in PvP. It's probably I would say it's the matchup that has the most mirrored production tab out of all the mirror matchups. Early game TVT is a little bit wonky. Early game ZVZ has a lot of variation to it. Just when you get your pool, right? When you get your hatch. When you get your Lings, although both players are obviously going to get Lings. Well, so Zealot on the way here, actually, for Bisu. And then Rich, interestingly enough, is skipping it. Not making the Zealot allows him to what? Get the Cyber Core out a little bit faster. I don't know. Timing looks about the same there, but interesting. So yeah, both players going for a Dragoon about the same time, but somehow... Did a Zealot get canceled? Oh, no. He's here. He's running around and chasing the probe. Good on you, buddy. Good on you. I'm going to chase a probe around forever and ever. Probes are fast. Probe coming across the map into Rich's base. Going to see both players going for Singularity Charge. So wait, how did he slip out a Zealot there? And everything else looks pretty much the same. Intriguing. Don't know how that works. Anyway, Dragoon out. So we got Dragoon Zealot out. Dragoon Zealot will defeat just Dragoon just by sheer numbers alone. And the fact that Zealots take about 47 hits to be killed by a Goon anyway. Who's going to expand first is always a question in PvP. We are going to see drops. I can promise you that. Hey, look, a robotics facility. Yes, for Observatory, because he is worried about the potential of DT openings here, but also for drops, right? Storm drop, Reaver drop, really, really effective against Protoss. Maybe the most effective against any of the races. I swear, every PvP that I see, if it goes past like the 10 or 15 minute mark, we get drops. And it's not something that is super common in every single other matchup with Protoss, right? They will drop, yes, but they're not dropping all of the time in every game like they do in PvP. It's weird. I don't know what makes it more effective here than in other matchups, but yeah, we're going to probably see Reavers. We're probably going to see a lot of High Templar. Archons have a good place in this matchup as well. If the enemy's going for a lot of Zealots, yeah, you want Archons, you want Reavers. That's going to be the answer for a ton of Zealots, and not that hard to control either. So that's why Mass Zealot's not too popular here. Dragoons are the backbone of this matchup. Dragoons are the backbone of a lot of matchups. For Protoss in StarCraft, it's really, really good. It's good against everything. Like, when do you not want Dragoons, I guess, is the question. I guess if your enemy's going pure crackling all day, nothing but cracklings, then yeah, maybe you don't want to make Dragoons. Maybe at that point it's just going to be Reavers, High Templar, Archon, and then you're good to go. But, yeah, Dragoons are awesome. There you go. Reaver Tech getting started here by Bisu. What did I say? Let's see if Rich goes for it as well. Production tab, he's making an observer. We're going to take our frustration in this game out on these eggs. Looks like an expansion for Bisu first. Plus, he's going Reaver Tech. Expansion for Rich is like 10 seconds later. So he's not like crazy late on that expansion. I think he'll be fine. Right, he's up 41, no, actually 43 to 42. Right, we're just right next to each other. We're basically both at 40 supply. Nothing too crazy here. But as all, there we go. Reaver Tech now coming in. So Reaver Tech just a little bit faster for the Bisu. And a little bit slower down here for Rich. That's okay. Right, expansion faster, Reaver Tech faster, expansion slower, Reaver Tech slower. Bisu just, you know, just getting his timings a little bit crisper and a little bit better, which can lead to some nice advantages into the mid game here, which is what we're going for. Nobody's really interested in moving out quite yet. They're both making Reavers. They say, hey, if the enemy shows up and I have a Reaver, I'm way better off than if the enemy shows up and I don't have a Reaver, especially against enemies. The enemy Dragoons will get hit. And splash damage is good against Dragoons because they do kind of clump together, don't they? So observers just kind of checking things out. Hey, look, both players have expanded. Hey, that's good to know. Both players getting shuttles because Reavers are better with shuttles. Everybody knows that. Just kind of parking back here. Parking back here. Reaver, again, a little bit slower down here for Rich, but not the end of the world. I think everything's fine. It's a 3 supply difference overall in this game. That's not going to be the difference between winning and losing, at least not here at 6 minutes. Both players working on shuttle speed. Bisu's is faster. Stop me if you've heard that one. Bisu's just been ahead in a lot of what's going on here today, which is why Bisu went so far in ASL 21 and Rich did not, or 20 rather. 21 is upcoming, folks. Mark your calendars. I don't know exactly when it is, so don't mark your calendars yet. Just be aware. Just be aware it is coming. Who's going to go for Scarab damage? That's a good upgrade to get in PvP. Thought about unloading there, but there's 3 Dragoons parked there. That shuttle's in a lot of trouble. If the shuttle dies, the Reaver also dies, and that's the end of the world. So smart move by Bisu. Poking it, seeing, not really. Let's expand. Yeah, he's going for a third base down this right side. I love it. Bisu's playing so well here. Pokes in, sees kind of how turtled up Rich is here and says, well, he's not moving out then if he's that turtled. Let's go for a fast third. I like this plan very, very much. Yeah, great players. Great players overall. All right, Rich is not that far behind. He's just a teeny, teeny, tiny bit behind. Although, in a mirror matchup, that can make a big difference. I'm talking about that. In the mid-game, big difference. Late game, it can be a big difference. So, honestly, a fairly passive early 10 minutes to a PvP. Nothing has died, I don't think. Maybe a probe has died. The scouting probe got sniped out. Sends the obs up here. Oh, interesting. Maybe expanding here instead of down here. What are these 2 pylons? This is really looking for drops. 2 pylons along the path. Really looking for drops. This is this is the biggest tease. Both players are like, look at my Reaver micro. Look at it. It's awesome. And then if you even do get a shot off, you miss because they're going to pick up the Reaver and it's not going to hit anything. Ah! It actually got a hit off. Yeah, hitting buildings like pylons is a better target right now than trying to hit enemy Reavers. They're just going to get picked up and dodge the entire shot. Yeah, there it is. I mean, just feeling each other out. Oh, was that a connection? Was that a connection? No, it was close to a connection, but look at these guys. Yeah, get the pylon. Ow, that was a connected Reaver hit. It was. Bisu wants to jump in on this, but look at this disgusting display. Both players, about 400 APM. Both players macroing back home. Also dodging Scarab shots like it's the easiest thing in the world. Pylon, kill the pylon. Oh, did he take another hit there? No. Man, he's waiting until the very last second. Bisu's really showing off here. Oh, took a shot there too. Riches did. High ground. Dragoons getting some high ground siege tank shots there. It's hard to move in. Yay! First blood! A pylon actually died. I'm surprised Bisu hasn't expanded behind this. There you go. He is expanding behind this. The observer sees it and says, ooh, what if we send a Reaver over there and shut that down? That'd be a nice win for us. What a scrappy game. This is just... It's like a mating dance between these Reavers. I know they're robots, but still. Actually, he bypasses the expansion entirely and just plops himself right in the main mineral line of Bisu. No! Giant connection! Giant connection number 2! That was pretty good! Oh my gosh, how many kills does this Reaver have? Show me how many kills you have, Reaver boy. Oh, that's massive, but it's 35 workers remaining for Bisu. It was pretty even before. And Reaver unloads, gets one more shot into the mineral line. It's a huge one! Yeah! 28! Okay, that's how you get ahead. That's how you take a disadvantage and turn it into an advantage there. 53 to 28 workers. That was like what? 20-something probes died there. 20-something, I want to say. Somebody do some math for me in the comments, and I will pin your comment. That was huge. Okay, so the good news for Bisu is he's got a third base, and Rich does not. Rich maybe could have expanded behind that whole attack. It would have been rad, but I don't know, man. Zello legs on the way here from Rich. We're still doing the dance over here. I think the dance might have been paused while the Reaver was actually massacring the economy of Bisu over there. But man, Psystorm's on the way from Rich here too. He's getting all of this tech on 2 bases. Really, I don't know if he feels like he can get out there. Yeah, shots on pylons I think are honestly a better move right now. You're gonna hit the pylon. Statistically, you're not going to hit the Reaver. Yeah, I like this. He's just getting hits off on the pylon. Another pylon dies here from Rich. Not going to supply block. Actually, close to supply blocking Rich here, though, dude. 137 to 138. Yeah, supply blocked in spirit, if not literally. You really can't make much with one supply. You can make a probe. That's about it for Protoss. Babuk. Oh, connection. No! How are these not actually connections? Like, some of them I get how they're not connections, but some of these, I don't know. Okay, that was clean, obviously. Perfect dodge there, but sometimes they wait until the very last second, and I swear the Reaver's still on the ground when the Scarab detonates. And I swear, that is a connection, and then it's not. It's no damage at all. Bisu, charging in is Rich. He's like, I can't do this on 2 bases forever. Great! Psystorm all over the Reavers. Yeah, Psystorm will kill Reavers. Psystorm will kill a lot of things, it turns out. But high ground in it. Bisu here saying, hey, you sure you want to come out here? Well, bam, Reaver connections. Hits everywhere. The storm was good, but not enough. These Reavers are hurt. They've both taken storms. I think they've both taken Reaver shots too, maybe. Some storm damage. Yeah, Bisu's catching up in economy because guess what? He's got a third Nexus. He can easily help build more probes on. He's only down 7, 8 workers now. Third base getting up. Oh, there you go. Third base coming in down south here from Rich, so he's getting into the third base. This is a good PvP. I mean, they're pretty always good PvPs. PvP is a pretty fun matchup. I mean, the real problem with mirror matchups in general, every mirror matchup has this problem, is a lack of diversity in units. Right? What are we looking at right now? 3 unit types, 4 Zealot, Dragoon, Shuttle, High Templar. That's it. That's all we're getting here. Instead of, right, all this plus Zerg units, or all this plus Terran units. It's a problem. Oh, Bisu comes down. He's going to cancel the third. He baits the attack up this way and then sneaks down. Gets a cancel on the third base. Man. Only one of the legends could take that many probe losses and then be like, no, actually, we're fine. But not if Rich says full send. Is Rich going to full send here? Kind of. Taking a bit of a detour up this left side. Sort of. Okay, then retaking the third. But, dude, 1 Dragoon comes down. Dude, this is shut down. This is shut down. Oh, that's so good by Bisu. So good by Bisu. All right, tacking up into the third base of the Bisu. Yep, probe snipe, base denied. Up we go into the third base. 2 Reaver versus 2 Reaver. Dragoon targeting and killing a Reaver. Nicely done. And the shuttle goes down. The Reaver's still alive somehow. Psystorm. More Reavers coming in. Another Reaver goes down. We are sniping probes during all of this chaos as well. Bisu was catching up in probe count. Not anymore. But remember, Rich doesn't even have a third base back home. Storming on the ramp is pretty good. High Templar, enough energy for another storm on the ramp. Just eating a full storm as a Reaver, but they have a lot of HP. They can do that. 73, 74, 75. No! Dies right at 75. Cannot get another storm off before he eats the... Wait, bites the dust? Eats it, bites the dust. I tried combining both of those. This is still not a third base for Rich. This is not happening, folks. I don't think Rich is doing this from 15 minutes. I'm staring at it. I'm like, he's a two-basing Protoss at 15 minutes into the game. Get some DTs out. I said we'd get some DTs, and I was right about that. We got Storm, we got Reavers, we got DTs. We got a lot of fun stuff here, folks. PvP is awesome, to be sure. Now, swinging in, trying to drop again, maybe kill even more of these probes, but Bisu's got Dragoons in stopping position right now. This is still not a base. It's gonna be a base if this game goes on long enough. Finally. Restarting the third Rich for the third time. Third time is the charm, they always say. Zealot legs finally coming in here for Bisu. Hasn't really needed it too much. His army is 0 zealots, so it makes sense. Making his own DTs. Dancing, just dancing a bit here is our guy Rich. He's trying. Nice high ground connection there. Big probe transfer down to this base. It's not done yet. They're going to go home. They're going to get a mouthful of minerals and just bail. You're going to have to tell him to stay here. He actually sends some of them back. Did he not mean to send as many of the probes there as he did? I mean, kind of has to. Oh, there were Reavers coming in. Good awareness, Rich. I didn't see that at all. That's why he pulled those probes back, because they were going to die. 136 to 135 supply. Rich has a bigger army, but it's a better worker count here. Wait, no, Rich has just more workers, a smaller army. That's what it is. Anyway, it's going to come down to Reaver connections and storms here. The micro is insane from Bisu with this Reaver, trying to keep it alive, but Dragoons targeting the shuttle. The shuttle goes down, and then the Reaver dies before getting another shot off. That's huge. Storm all over these Dragoons, just burning them into the ground with the power of psionic electricity, I guess. It's magic, basically, is what it is for the Protoss here. Anywho, both players working on Archons now. Archons do pretty well against enemy Zealots. They can take a shot from a Reaver and not die as well, which is nice. They can shoot up, which is super handy against things like shuttles, I guess, although the range isn't very good. So 52 to 43 workers. Okay, Rich, looking okay. Fourth base coming in down the right side from Bisu. Maybe a bit of a counterattack down this way. Didn't bring detection with him, and a DT sniping High Templar is... God, eat some of your own medicine, Protoss. Doesn't it suck when invisible guys that hit hard are killing your things because you forgot to bring detection once? Yeah, it totally sucks to be punished that way. Can't even run from the DT because you're so friggin' slow. Ow, that's 2 DTs down. Taking shots off on Archons? Why not? Why not reduce Archon shields, at least temporarily? And then while you're worrying about the DT, boop, Bisu swings into the third base and says, if this base dies, you as a dead nerd. And ba-bam, connection. Reaver, oh gosh, takes a Reaver down there too. But Rich does have a lot over here. Reaver connections on anything is going to be good here, but especially in High Templar, it's going to be nice. Bam. High Templar out. Storm in the obs, and 3 Dragoons died to that storm too. They were previously injured, but still. That was pretty good, and Bisu's got to fall back. So fourth base, beautiful. Only 43 probes here for Bisu. Not producing any either, intriguingly enough. I think he would need a few more to saturate that fourth base, or maybe he's got an oversaturation problem. Oh, he's doing a good job, I think, with saturation on those workers at all 3 of his existing bases. But yeah, tap that like button if you're enjoying the game. I'm here 6 days a week with hard, just focused StarCraft content like this. I'm also streaming every day of the week at twitch.tv/Falcon Paladin, and here too, if we're talking about Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Be here for the Sunday stream. Check out the Saturday stream. See what's going on. You have a boring Saturday? Check out some StarCraft here on the channel. Not a bad place to be. Also, there's merch at falconpaladin.store. Or just scroll down a little bit. You can see hoodies. It's getting colder in the northern hemisphere. Might start snowing here in the Salt Lake Valley soon. I see Canada got some snow. I think Michigan got some as well a couple days ago. So Get a hoodie. Stay warm this winter with Falcon Paladin merch. Very high reviews on the hoodies from people that have bought one already. It's high quality. The graphics are high quality. It's a nice, thick, warm hoodie. High quality stitching as well. Now, heading up 140 to 151 supply. Rich is up about 10 supply, but all of that is probes. So army value is about the same. Just a dance. I mean, we've seen a lot of dancing today with the Reaver shuttle shenanigans. But this is just back and forth, threatening to attack, but not actually attacking. And then moving down this way, too. Looks like Rich is trying to get his own fourth base up the left side. If he can get away with that, I think he can pull this off. It's a lot of Archons, man. Protoss wish they had EMP. Just bam, EMP all those Archons. Oh, and then Rich goes for it. Full sends into that fourth base of Bisu's. Reaver's on load to try to save the day. But just at Reaver down, not worrying about it. The Zealots are like, we don't care. Bruh. Archons also say they don't care. Yeah, this base is in a lot of trouble. There's a response here, but the Psystorm is kind of eating everybody as they come on in. Not exactly targeting right now with their attacks, but I think you can kill this fourth base if you just kind of right-click on it. And yeah, gonna get that fourth base. That's massive. Bisu on the counterattack, maybe? Is he flanking around to try to surround this army is the question. And I don't know. He looks like he's counterattacking onto the third base. Are we base racing, folks? Is this a base race? Are we gonna epic tag this thing because of the base race? That is the question. It's a base trade at the very least, as this fourth base of Bisu dies, but the third base of Rich is gonna fall. There's no saving it. There's no being happy with it. I mean, he didn't even have to sacrifice anything to do it. Unlike Rich, who lost a bunch of stuff to kill that fourth base. He's going. I thought he was coming home. He's not. He's going to that fourth base, or third base, rather, of Bisu's. Oh, are we base racing? Is this getting an epic tag solely because it's a base race? We don't get any of these. These are so rare in StarCraft, but I think we're doing it. Yeah, there's 8 probes left for Rich. Oh, never mind. Bisu's coming home. Because I don't have to base race. I've got a bigger army. I've got a better economy. Actually, he does not have a better economy because this base is also dead. Okay, so 2 mineral patches in the main for Bisu. No mineral patches in any of the bases for Rich. So Bisu technically has a little tiny bit of income. Nobody has any kind of a bank at all. About 300 minerals apiece. 17 probes for Bisu, but he has no bases to mine from and not enough money to rebuild a Nexus very quickly. So this is getting dicey. It's not a base race, but it's looking very much like it's going to come down to this final battle. Whoever wins this thing, and we're just going for it. Rich is not going to play around anymore. Bisu jumps on top of it as well. Dragoons targeting enemy Archons as much as they can here. 76 to 65 supply. It is an advantage for Bisu, but a lot of that is probes too. Doing some math there. Who's got the bigger army value? And I think it's definitely Bisu. Another Dragoon, guys, for nothing there for Rich. Nobody's re-expanding. Nobody has the money for it. Bisu loses all of the income he had at the natural. It's gone. And what is this? No, Rich was trying to send reinforcements to the front. At least they got some storms off before they all died. Oh, that's bad. But look, coming up the backside is Rich. Dude, what is going on? Rich manages to sneak in here. Reaver shots are going to be really big in this situation. So is the Psystorm. Flash damage is everything. It's a lot of Dragoons. But the Reaver connections are huge on the enemy Dragoons. That's a big time hit there. Archon's got to fall back. No Reavers of your own. Fighting Reavers is really tough to do. Oh my gosh. It's 40 to 50 supply right now. Definitely a bigger army for Bisu, but no, it's actually even. It's even supply on army value. Long distance mining, maybe? Nobody is spending any of their money on a new Nexus. Everybody's long distance mining as much as they can. Everybody's using their money on High Templar because they both have gas, but not a lot of minerals. It's a smart play here. Yeah, long distance mining down this way is Rich. Ob's getting sniped. Not a lot going on here from Bisu, but he does have the double Reaver inside the shuttle, which is a huge deal against someone that, again, doesn't have any Reavers. All of the Reavers are gone. Yeah, he doesn't want to fight without the Reavers, and I don't think that Rich wants to fight the Reavers. So the Reavers show up, and he falls back. If the Reavers aren't there, he'll jump in, and maybe that's bait. Like, maybe we can bait Rich into engaging here when he doesn't think the Reavers are around, but then the Reavers are actually here. Look at this micro, man. Any Reaver shots are going to be Oh, that High Templar. He dies for getting a storm off. One of these Reavers is very low on HP. The long-distance mining probes. Pull him back. Oh, he jumps in. The Reavers unload, and Rich says, fine. I'll take Reaver shots. Oh, gosh. Dragoon down. There you go. Archon's getting big hits. No. Rich is losing everything. He engaged with the Reavers, and he shouldn't have done it. But bam! Wait, hold on. A Reaver from Rich, an Archon from Rich shows up. The shuttle dies. What a reversal! No way! No way! What is happening right now? Run! The 12 probes of Bisu are still trying to run in long distance mine here. Same thing. The 7 probes. I mean, get this guy off gas, but you need a little bit of gas. You're making High Templar, trying to get another Archon out here. What does Bisu have? Is Bisu done? I don't think Bisu has any army left at all. No, he does, because he's got 11 probes, but 18 total supply. I guess it's Obs, though. No, he's got one Archon, a healthy Archon chasing a very injured Archon. No, shouldn't have taken a hit there. He's getting caught up on stuff. Falls back. Falls back. There's a cannon to fight with. That's huge. The long distance mining is amazing. But this Dragoon's got 9 kills. A citizen's arrest is attempting to be performed, but then the cops arrive and the Dragoon gets murdered. Okay, back to long distance mining is Bisu. He's 7 to 7 workers remaining, so long distance mining income should be relatively equivalent here at 26 minutes. So it's 2 Archons? It's 2 Archons for Rich. One of them pretty injured, one of them pretty healthy against the 1 Archon for Bisu, which is healthy. +3 attack for Bisu. We've got a +3 attack for Rich as well. So upgrades aren't going to help anybody here. The Archon's like hunting for enemies to fight, but these guys bypassed him while he wasn't paying attention. No, they got all the way across here. They're going to get a probe. They're going to get at least another probe. It really feels like. Run, fall back to the cannon. Not that the cannon should be something to make the 2 Archons afraid, but... And then catching another probe, maybe. This Archon... Oh, it's a Zealot. Ooh, he squeaked a Zealot out. That's fun. Okay, Archon is now escorting the probes as they return with gas. I guess for another High Templar? Does he have a High Templar waiting to merge? I don't think he does. I think this would be the first High Templar. Then get a second High Templar and then make an Archon. Or wait for enough energy for a storm, I guess. Ah, no, GG. Bisu taps out. He's like, I can't beat 2 Archons with 1 Archon. My income is being shut down immensely here, and that's not going to work out. Oh, man. What a game. What a great PvP that was. Man, Rich beats Bisu. But, dude, 2 Archons. That is it. That is the army of Rich right now. 8 kills for that one, 2 kills for this one, 1 kill for the Archon for Bisu. And just an incredible, incredible PvP. I don't think Rich would have won without that incredible Reaver drop that killed, I think, 20+ probes around the 7 or 8 minute mark, whenever that was. Huge, huge win for him. And still, he barely squeaked it out here. Barely squeaked it out. 2 Archons are better than 1 historically. There's also that Zealot running around, which is a problem for Bisu. And he just can't make anything. He just can't make anything. He could make a Zealot, but 1 Zealot against 2 Archons is not good either. He can make a couple High Templar, actually, with that kind of money, but he didn't have the time. And he tapped. What a game. And that Reaver shenaniganry here was a ton of fun, too. Really fun stuff. Really fun stuff. All right, that's a GG. Go ahead, hit that like button, man. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Thank you so much for watching. I got 174 to 172,000 points in favor of Rich. Producing very similar numbers, killing very similar numbers, but Rich has a slight advantage in the kill and a slight disadvantage in the production here. Outraised more buildings than the outspend by Bisu, but losing anyways. A little bit interesting in a mirror matchup, but that's kind of how the cookie crumbles sometimes. So yeah, tap that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.